It's now 11:30 p.m. I don't have too much to say right now, but so it was before I ate what I ate for dinner. I it was before I ate what I ate for dinner, and after hold up after I took my shower was when it was when I started to feel this painful pressure on my heart. And before then, all I had was, as I said, cereal with milk and applesauce for breakfast. And then lunch, I just had a few cinnamon graham crackers with peanut butter. And then, after the previous big video, that was over an hour and a half, I took a shower, and it wasn't until after I got my shower and put clean clothes on and then tried to lay down in bed, and then that's when I start to feel heavy pressure on my heart that seems like as if gravity is pulling my heart down. I think they're freezing my phone. So I forgot to mention that last night they restarted my phone against my consent and against my will. You know how they have the fake updates, the forced fake updates? They would nag me several times a day. And then all of a sudden, it's just finally forced an update on my phone, like as if I didn't have any other choice. I forgot to mention that yesterday. So I didn't take the bentonite clay, but my left arm is back to trying to hurt again. But the tooth abscess is kind of down some. But so I'm still feeling like heavy pressure on my heart. It might be the directed energy weapons. So I might feel better tomorrow, or it might be effects of the sleep deprivation. Um, starting to get sleepy right now, so that ought to be a good sign. So at the last minute tonight, I just went and that was turkey chipotle wrap that I had. It was turkey chipotle wrap, and I took the tomato off because I don't yuck, and I put some of the Carolina barbecue sauce that I had on it, and it helped it taste good. But it had some bacon on it, like some deli turkey and bacon. So my body was feeling weak, and I felt the need to have some meat. So the deli area, I guess I came too late and it was closed. So I just went to go and get me a wrap and some chips, and I try to redeem the coupon for points for a free item, but I don't know if she acted like as if she was new or something like that. But it's like I gotta remind myself to check my receipts, because the gang stalkers be trying to be slick and charge you double and stuff like that. It's like, how that just happened Friday and then it happened again today. So instead of me having that free, the free item, I was charged double for another item and not given the free item. Or I basically had to pay for the item that was supposed to have been free, or something. It's kind of complicated to explain, but so if you try to go to 7-Eleven, Circle K, or Subway, and they do stuff like cheat you out your deals or discounts or stuff on sale, or even at the grocery store, and then you be so having so much on your mind and everything and being distracted by other perp activity, and then you don't even realize. So me calling myself thinking this lady is innocent and giving her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, she didn't even give me my receipt, but I checked. I mean, she didn't give me a paper receipt, but I checked on the app. And it's like, well, I try to put in an order to dispute that. And I showed her she said it took it off. She's like, oh yeah, it was $1 on that? Oh yeah, but no. I was supposed to have paid nothing for that donut. I was supposed to have paid nothing for that donut. So, she charged, even though this was on sale for $1, but she charged me twice for this, rather than charging me once for this and then giving me the donut for free, which was supposed to have happened. And I didn't even realize until after I got back here, because of me just being anxious to get back home, because going to just get what I need to get and then just rush and come back home. But I hope the customer service will fix it. But see, it seemed like being targeted sometimes, like you be distracted or have all kinds of stuff on your mind and everything, But I said that, I mean, she appeared to be nice, but and she acted like she was new and being trained. But I call myself trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But this happened Friday at, Dollar General, and this happened today. So at least Friday I was able to get my money back. So hopefully I can see what will happen this time with the customer service. So I got to be careful about, I don't know if this was just a coincidence, me trying to give people the benefit of the doubt and not want to assume that everybody's a doggone perp, or is just some perp stuff. Then they playing games or just robbing me out my doggone money. So I don't even know if they might say, well, it's too late now because you be so distracted with the perping and everything. And then you don't even, and that used to happen to me when I was living in Los Angeles and I would shop at El Numero Uno, and they used to perp me and abuse me and treat me mean. Like, you're just a store cashier. You don't have, so sometimes I would be too distracted or, have a lot going on, and then not realize until after I got home that, oh, you charged me double for this bag of tortillas or something like that. So I got to remind myself to check the receipts. But sometimes when I try to be on top and do that, if somebody's an abusive, narcissistic perp, if they try to argue you and refuse to even look at the receipt or look at the proof and be stubborn, I've had that happen too. And then if they'll try to make it like as if I'm a troublemaker and then act like they want to ban me from the whatever grocery store or something like that, you know. Or even if they might charge me some fake hidden fee at a restaurant or hotel or something. So yeah, these perks be trying to be slick. But as I said, I don't know if I should, you know, declare her innocent and give her the benefit of the doubt, or feel like, you know, maybe this was some perp activity. And so they'll make it like as if you're petty. Oh, you're stressing out over $5, and I still never got my almost $7 back from Birch Hill Suites in Cincinnati. They robbed me of almost $7, and they lied and said I was supposed to get it back. They never gave it back to me. The Birch Hill Suites extended stay. It's like, why y'all do that? Like, charge somebody less than the full amount, and then when they check out, you wait till after they check out and then take out money out of their account without their knowledge or consent. I mean, at least notify me and tell me what it's for. They didn't even, you know, so I'm a nuisance for trying to get the money back. So if I was still in Cincinnati, this problem probably could have been resolved. But I'm in a whole different city and state, which makes it harder. But I mean, I guess $7 isn't that much money, but it's a lot of money when your ass is so broke and so poor and everything like that. You know, so. And it was the black guy who acted like he was, you know, supposed to be like nice or whatever. But if he doing crooked shit like that behind my back, then, you know, I call that fake nice. But yeah, they were supposed to have handled that. So I guess that almost $7, I don't even know if I should just take it as a loss or try to fight for it. But I don't like the way that, I think that guy said his name was Justin. I don't like his attitude and the way he talked to me and the way he treated me. And so Cincinnati, they have people who are white and people who are Indian from India. They won't call you the N-word to your face, but they're like downtown Pensacola with being covert racist against black people. So and it's like when I was in Cincinnati, the Indian females were nicer and more respectful than the guys. The guys were, they seemed like as if they had a prejudice for women. But I had a couple of issues with the Indian females, you know, a few of them, but it was mainly the guys who were abusive and gave me a problem and had no shame in their prejudice. So but the people Indian from India, they dominate and run Cincinnati, and the Mexicans run Los Angeles. So but I'll say that the light-skinned pretty Creoles in New Orleans, they dominate and run New Orleans. But the Cajun French white people, they run Jefferson Parish. So so I used to hate New Orleans and felt like I wanted to leave and couldn't wait to leave. And it took for me to go through Hurricane Katrina to feel like I miss it or to appreciate it, But sometimes I'll feel homesick and wish I can go back to at least visit. But other times it's like, well, I don't think I can go back to live there, Can't go back to live, um, but see, if this place is $540 a month, it's more than I would have paid on Section 8. But your average, and this is 2 bedrooms, but if I would have paid for a regular, even studio apartment, would have been at least $600 or more than that a month for a studio apartment. The prices are going up, and I heard that homeowners are being priced out of their housing. Out of their homes and everything. So, yeah, I've been hearing people say, oh, we got 55 more days. People are saying that. I don't know, but people are trying to say 55 more days. And then they'll have the Fed now and CBNC, whatever that means. And the collapse of the dollar and everything else from what people are saying. But preparing for hard times, I guess I'll be suck out of luck. Because I don't even have enough funds to be trying to be a prepper or whatever. So it's like living here, unless I can get a money making or a job opportunity or something, I have to, or unless I get food stamps, I have to face food insecurity. Even, the way my finances, the way everything is now, but thankfully I don't have to cry out for help every week for money for a hotel room or extended stay or to get out of the cold or whatever. So I'm covered, for a place to live. I'm covered for the whole month. So I'm kind of sleepy right now. Excuse me. So I'm kind of sleepy right now, and so I guess at the moment I don't have much else to say at the moment, but if the eggs are still good, then maybe I'll have the eggs and that banana bread slice and the healthy green. I bought a couple of healthy natural juices from 7-Eleven as well. I got one with fruit and another one mixed with fruit and vegetables. And so I drank one tonight, and it had so much pulp in it, you might as well should have called it a smoothie and not a juice. But the other juice, I'm going to have it tomorrow morning But I guess if I'm still hungry, maybe I might have, maybe not cereal, but maybe some farina or something. And then I'll have the beans and rice for dinner and try to not spend money tomorrow. But I hope tomorrow I can make an appointment for the transportation to get groceries. So, I know I can't stock up or fill up everything with, with my mini fridge and stuff is small. So, I only got so much space. So, I don't know if I might have some milk tomorrow. And if I could just buy, more milk when I do grocery shopping. And I won't like to buy like some fresh, like raw chicken so that I can bake it or cook it in a crock pot. Or, I would like to have some turkey, maybe. But if not turkey, then chicken. And try to have some fish, some beef. Maybe the cheaper I can afford, maybe ground beef. And some, like, I guess lean ground beef. And, let's see, lean ground beef and some, like, I was advised to stay away from tilapia, but the Mexicans and I think other Spanish countries, they're big on tilapia, but they said, like, stay away from certain fish, but I guess I'll just get what I can afford. If I could afford some whatever fish I could afford or seafood or something, even if it's shrimp, whatever I could afford. And I kind of been feeling like I miss pork chops. So I don't know if I should have pork chops or pork stew meat or something. But when I was living in Los Angeles, I could barely afford beef. But the food at the El Numero Uno store, it was cheaper than the grocery stores in New Orleans, So you used to be able to get beef shank for 99 cents a pound. But in New Orleans, that same beef shank would be like $5 a pound or something. So, so I used to try to get what was 89 or 99 cents a pound. And at the Mexican grocery stores, they would marinate the meat at no extra charge. But that Mexican store I was looking at trying to buy from Instacart, they charge extra for the meat to be marinated. So if the unmarinated meat would be $1.14 a pound for the chicken drumsticks, but if they were marinated, it would be $2.07. But in Los Angeles, they would have a deal that would be like 99 cents. So I was wondering, like, when I was living in Los Angeles, they never had the chicken wings, for a cheap price. They always had the chicken drumsticks or leg quarters. But the leg quarters used to be the cheapest, but I think they would be steroid injected. You get the 10-pound bag of leg quarters, and they'd be big, huge, and fat. And I think they'd be injected with the steroids. So, and then you go to the food banks, and the crackheads would be fighting over the 10-pound bag of chicken for $5. I mean, that you can get at the grocery store for $5, but they would give it for free at the food bank. So they would be like 49 cents a pound for chicken leg quarters. So what I don't even think I can buy stuff like leg quarters, like a 10-pound bag. That might take up the whole freezer, or may not even fit in the freezer. But I would have to keep it small by, buying chicken leg, just plain chicken legs. But if I got the chicken wings, they're the most expensive. The chicken wings. But the chicken breast sometimes be, like when I was in Los Angeles, they would sometimes be 99 cents a pound. But the thighs, I think they used to cost a little more. But I was told to stay away from Sanderson Farms. I heard that that's bad, chicken or whatever. But if I'm too poor to be able to afford, a plentiful amount of organic free-range chicken at the moment, I wish I could, but but then you get shunned if people will say that you're eating so much garbage or so much junk food or so much trash, or you get whatever cancer you deserve or something like that. But then if I were to buy the free-range organic chicken, oh, you're wasting your money. Or the grass-fed cow or whatever, grass-fed beef, oh, you're wasting too much money. So, even like when I was in Los Angeles, beef was a rare treat. And so if I got any beef, the only beef I was able to afford to get, or the only beef I used to get, would be like ground beef or beef shank, and on rare occasions sometimes beef stew meat, or I would get pork stew meat. So I do not like bacon, or I'm gonna say I'm not a big fan of bacon. But I think when I was living in Los Angeles, I think I used to get pork chops. Pork chops, or sometimes pork loin. Or something like, yeah, I think I used to get pork chops or pork loin, or even ground pork. So they used to have basa, or is it basa? Basa, swai. I hate swai fish or basa because it tastes like rubber. But I mean, on rare occasions I've had catfish, but sometimes I would get shrimp, but they was like during Lent season, they would sell plentiful tilapia, 99 cents a pound. And that tilapia would average 10 dollar. I mean, it would average like $1. I mean, a pound. The whole tilapia would be a pound. So, I mean, the Hispanics, they might grill the tilapia. I would bake it in the oven, but they would grill the tilapia whole with the head and tail and everything on it, and then they would eat the whole thing, the whole fish, the whole tilapia. But with my mini refrigerator and my crock pot, I don't think I can cook a whole fish like that. I would have to get like filet or something like that. But they used to have cheap beans, and I think they would have cheaper fruits and vegetables at El Numero Uno and stuff like that. But over here, the groceries and the food and stuff is much more expensive. But I'm talking about, this was like back in 2012, 13, 14, 15, but now it's 2023 and they have the inflation. So, yeah, I really hope to get to, I shouldn't be feeling anxiety about getting groceries, but I guess tomorrow I would have to eat straight up. Oh, it's already tomorrow. It's 12:02 p.m. So it's now Monday, May 8th, 2023 at 12:02 a.m. So, I mean, yeah, I've been eating like a lot of the same foods, but so I want to be able to eat healthier, but I think whether I ate healthier or lived off of Dollar General, I don't think that the money would have lasted me for the rest of the entire month. But as I said, the perps stopped me from making a living from writing and saying that it's not work. But they have non-employment because they think that you have to do things the traditional way and have an employer over you controlling you. But then when I do get a job, they brag, and it's funny to them to brag about getting me wrongfully fired and banned. And so they say Candy needs to get a job, but then I get a job, and then they get me wrongfully fired and make it like as if I'm a mentally ill, crazy person who's a liability to the company, and that I'm not mentally fit to have a job or work. But certain people are saying fuck the government and taking matters into their own hands and surviving the best way that they can. As I said, there are plenty of things that I could have been doing if you didn't need a license to run a business. But, and also having a car really helps. Having a vehicle really would help. It really helps. So, and I didn't get to work on any writing. And I didn't read the Bible or pray or nothing like that. I need to. So, I guess I'm going to go for now. And I'll see y'all later on. So, I hope to sleep good tonight. And I hope to sleep good tonight. And, I would like to get healthier groceries like some, you know, fruits and vegetables. But I can only get a smaller amount. I can't get like a whole lot because my refrigerator is so small. So I can only get a small amount of fruits and vegetables and some chicken. And I would like to have some potatoes. And I'll see what I can get. But I'm probably need to buy some more oatmeal or something like that. So I heard that it's cheaper if you get the big canister oatmeal rather than individual packs of instant oatmeal. I mean, individual boxes of instant oatmeal. They said that the big canister is better. So, I mean, I might want to be in a mood. I might be in a mood for some cheesy grits or something. You know, I'm sitting here scared about, struggling. I mean, having food insecurity and struggling to survive. And you have to go in the main big city to go to the food banks, and they say that you have to have a car. So, and I don't know anybody, and a stranger, I would probably have to pay them. And I don't have the money to pay a stranger. I mean, if I gotta pay a stranger, I might as well take an Uber ride to go to the food banks, but that would cost money and that defeat the purpose of going to the food banks. I might as well just go to the regular grocery store. So, as I said, I would like to work on more short stories, novels, and ebooks and stuff, or cooking. I'm hearing about these people calling themselves a recipe developer. If they call themselves recipe developer, so I guess maybe that must mean that they're experimenting with new recipes or something like that. So, the perps, they shunned my cookbook really bad, and I was on the verge. They wanted me to cry. They wanted me to be hurt. So they're mad at me for not listening to them trying to control me. And they're like, oh, she's doing this again, or she's doing that again. Well, I don't have to listen to you, and I'm not going to stop. So let me go for now, and for good, for real now. I talked longer than I thought I was going to, but so I'm going to go for now. But before I go, though, I forgot to mention that living in Los Angeles and living in Denton, Texas, and living back in my hometown, New Orleans, all these decades and years, no steak. So, when the popular fake T.I. perp cult ragged on me really bad, about treating myself to a steak dinner that was the same price for chicken, and it was a 6-ounce sirloin. It was $9.99 at Texas Roadhouse. You could have got chicken for the same price, and it's about the same price when I would be homeless on the streets and have to eat out. That's approximately like $10 that I would have to, that I would eat. But then they started raising prices on everything. So I went all these years with no steak. And I even said that in a tweet on Twitter. And, it's that first time and one time. And then a fake T.I. perp called Middle Class Pat said, real T.I.s don't get to eat at steakhouses a few times a week. One time is not a few times a week. So, you are an abusive, narcissistic, fake, jealous perp. So, so I'll see y'all tomorrow.